In this video, we are going to show you how to replace your transmission mount. Let's get started. To get started on this mount, you're going to want to make your way underneath the center of the vehicle. You're going to find a cross member that goes from one side of the vehicle over to the other. You'll notice on this cross member, it has this protective plate that goes under your transfer case. You do not need to remove this protective plate. You can leave it on there. What we do need to do is make our way into the center of that cross member. Looking up in this area, you're going to find two studs that protrude down from the mount down through the cross member. Now, as you can tell for ours, one of them's damaged over here, and to be honest, this one's stripped out and the stud is just spinning. So for me, I have to just go ahead and cut these out of here. For you, you can use a 15mm socket and extension. Come right up through these two holes. That's where you'll be able to gain access to both of those mounting nuts. Once you have them off of there, you can continue. Once you have your mounting hardware out of this area, continue on to applying some upward pressure under your cross member. Now continue following that cross member over to each side of the frame. To hold the cross member in place, you're going to find two 18mm headed bolts on either side. They come through the bottom up towards the top. On the top, you'll find an 18mm headed nut. We'll go ahead and hold that nut and remove all of the bolts. You want to make sure you inspect the hardware as you remove it. If anything looks like it's damaged or needs to be replaced, now's the time to do it. Do the same on the other side. At this point, you're going to want to be extremely careful. We need to start lowering this entire cross member down and out of the way. Now, when we bring this down, there isn't going to be anything holding this up against the vehicle except for the one jack that you have in place. Go ahead and balance that, and if it starts to fall, just get out of the way. With that out of the way, we can continue on to our two 15mm headed bolts that hold the rest of the mount to the transmission. Hold that mount in place while you remove your last bolt. There it is, friends. Now, once you get that out of there, the next thing you want to do is clean all of your mounting bolts. You're going to have 4 larger bolts and then 2 smaller bolts. Clean up the threads on them and then apply some blue thread locker. Now it's time to install our brand new transmission mount. Let's take that mount and put it in place. Start in both of your mounting bolts that hold the mount to the transmission. Once you have each of those started in, continue on by snugging them and then torque each to 37 foot-pounds. Now we can start putting our cross member back in place. Once you have it up there, go ahead and start in all of your mounting hardware. You do not want to tighten anything until you have each bolt started. Once you have all of these bolts started, snug them up and then torque them to 52 foot-pounds. Now you can remove your support from the cross member, and we'll make our way to the two mounting nuts that hold the transmission mount to our cross member. Once you have each of them started, snug them up and then torque them to 30 foot-pounds. Okay friends, you fully installed your transmission mount. At this point, you just want to double check that you torqued everything along the way. Assuming you did, go ahead and slide out from underneath the vehicle, take it for a road test, make sure you don't hear any funny noises. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.